And welcome back to my Let's Play of Pokemon Scarlet. Time to go through the back half of our final classes before the finals, so let's do it. Glad we only have 3 today, and I know the finals will at least be like the other things, where that'll go quickly. So, that's fine by me. This is our last class, but don't let those energy levels drop before we wrap things up. You've shown that you have more than enough knowledge to be super strong battlers. I don't know that I have much left to teach you, but we can always aim for even greater heights. So today I'm going to teach you about the rules of link battles. When 2 trainers participate in link battles together, they can engage either in single battles or double battles with each other, and if you're playing in a group of 4, you can all battle each other in multi-battles. Now, when you're out having battles during your independent city, you can use whatever number of Pokemon you like, and they can be any level. But in link battles, there are special rules to keep in mind. Some of these special rules involve adjusting Pokemon's levels. Now, the no restrictions level lets all Pokemon stay at their current level. It lets trainers use multiple Pokemon of the same species and multiplies at the same item, too. But if you choose to use normal rules, all Pokemon will be set to level 50 for your battles, regardless of what level they actually are. This even includes lower level Pokemon, they'll get a power boost to participate. Normal rules let you use multiples of the same Pokemon species and of the same held items, too. The great part about this rule set is it lets all of your Pokemon participate. All they have to do is learn some good moves. Lastly, the rule set called Flat Rules mostly affects Pokemon over level 50. Such Pokemon will be set to level 50 for the duration of the battle. The Flat Rules set is one often used for official tournaments. This rule set does not allow trainers to use multiple Pokemon of the same species or multiples of the same held item. Alright, here's a question for you. Which rule set should you pick if you want to use a lower level Pokemon and keep its level low? I would say flat. That's the one, new kid. Looks like you were listening to the lesson. If you got some clever strategy that you need to use a level 5 Pokemon for, your best bet is to choose the Flat Rules set. Of course, you can also choose no restrictions if you want to battle with any Pokemon you want, at any level and with any held item. That's a pretty good rule set for when you want to battle freely with friends. In conclusion, normal rules adjust all Pokemon to level 50. Flat rules let you use lower level Pokemon at their actual levels. I hope you always use these tips to have some exciting battles with your friends. Aw man, I was just about to suggest we do some hands-on practice to really drive the point home, but I guess we truly are out of time. Next class will be our final exam. Aim for a perfect score. As long as I get my diploma, I don't care. That's all I'm worried about. One more diploma and pretty much one more diploma to get. You'd like art? Yes, I would. If I didn't want it, I wouldn't have picked it. See, look at that logic. If I didn't want it, I would have picked it. See what I mean? Hello, class. It is I, Hassel, yet again. My, how time flies, as they say. Indeed, our time together has certainly flown by. It's hard to believe that this is our last class. Now, our topics for today may feel somewhat unrelated to art, but there is absolutely no set definition as to what art should be. Therefore, let us carry on with the discussion and see where it takes us. There are 2 things I wish to focus on today: ribbons and marks. Both ribbons and marks are special honors that capture a Pokemon's qualities. There will be times when your Pokemon gives maximum effort or has a noteworthy experience. In recognition of its feats and accomplishments, it can be given a ribbon. To give an example, if you manage to become incredibly close to your Pokemon, it may be granted the Best Friends ribbon. Incidentally, there is a person in Casarafara who can give your Pokemon a Best Friends ribbon. Marks, on the other hand, are mostly found on wild Pokemon when you meet them for the first time. They can symbolize the character of a Pokemon, such as with the Ratty mark or the Vigor mark. It's completely up to luck whether you'll run into a Pokemon with these marks. So, if you're able to catch a Pokemon with a mark, rejoice at your outstanding fortune. Does anyone know what special thing you can do with the Pokemon that have ribbon or marks? You can show them off? Well, yes, indeed you can show them off, but that's not the extent of your interest, is it? The correct answer is that Pokemon with ribbons or marks can be given titles. What's more is they can be sent into battle displaying a title of your choosing. For example, you can send out a Gibble with a best friends ribbon by declaring, "Go, Gibble the Great Friend!" And while I know I just said that marks are generally found on Pokemon when you meet them for the first time, it seems that more recently Pokemon can be awarded certain marks based on their efforts. These are marks such as the Gourmand mark, the Item Finder mark, the Partner mark, and so on. Perhaps it might be fun to try and work out how to get each mark using its name as a clue. Well, that just about wraps up our last class. Next is the final exam. Please review our material closely so you pass on the first try. I hate your stuff. It's tricky questions. You're tricking me, man. You're tricking me. Good evening. I got one more home ec. Yes. The class will begin soon. Yes, it will. Put away your phones. It is time to begin our last class together. Home economics is the study of life's necessities, but looking back on our time together, I realize that I focused almost entirely on food. I hope it is not too late to shift to a discussion of clothing, another necessity in our class. As I'm sure you're aware, our academy has an air of freedom about it. We provide uniforms for each season to accommodate the diverse climate of Paldea. However, students are free to wear whichever style they wish when they please. You should all have received 4 sets of tops and bottoms, one each for spring, summer, fall, and winter, when the academy accepted you. If by chance you were not aware of this, you may wish to peruse your wardrobe. As long as you wear our school uniform, the rest of your ensemble need not be school issued. This includes your bag or your hat. If you choose to wear one, you're even free to style your hair however you wish. Mr. Salvatore's hairstyle, for example, would almost certainly have been against school rules when I was a boy. That reminds me. There's one more thing you all like to decorate, which I must say I find quite charming. It's not our desks. I haven't decorated the phone. It's gotta be the rooms? No, not that. I speak of something smaller and far more adorable. It's a freaking phone. More importantly, how you decorate the interior of your dorm rooms is none of my business. I must admit that I am fascinated by your rodent phones and how to customize them. What's that? How very intriguing. So there's a shop called Delibird Presents where you can purchase cases for your rodent phones. I thank you for that useful bit of information. I shall have to go for myself first thing tomorrow to get an adorable case of my own liking. Forgive me, I seem to have gotten a little carried away with the small talk. As this class known as home economics nears its end, I offer these final words to you who have been honing everyday life skills with me. My field of study is not so decisive as the likes of mathematics, for instance, where test scores might play a part in deciding your future. However, as you go on to cook for yourselves to take care of your Pokemon, to decide what to wear in the morning when you awaken, I would be honored if what I taught you serves to smoothen out and enrich your lives, even if only a little. This sentiment was imparted to me by Mr. Hassel and his particular outlook on such matters. I thank you all from the bottom of my heart for seeing this class through to the end. Our time together has come to a close for today. Prepare to do your best on our final exam. Yep, and I like using that words of wisdom to end this out because as the man said, our time together today has indeed come to an end because I have to bring this one to a close. So in the meantime though, if you liked what you saw, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and of course, as always, thanks for watching.